Hey Bloomerinos, you see all this purple? We are gonna make a fantastic bow with these gorgeous ribbons. We're making this one to go on a wreath we made with a beautiful floral base, just gorgeous wildflower look. So we want that bow to be really dramatic and really poppin'. So you can see we have all different shades of purple and we're gonna mix those together and I'm gonna show you how to do it. And don't forget, wherever you're watching this video, make sure you've taken a moment to like and subscribe and follow. That way you'll see all the notifications that come out from each individual platform too. I'm gonna start here with this kind of lavender purple. In this particular bow, we have taken and we're mixing in lots of pretty colors together, but they're all purples. So that makes it a lot of fun when we're creating our finished look. And we kind of layer them up on our bow maker. This is something I'm teaching every week in design school, so I would love to show you how to do it also. So come join us in class anytime. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of what we call a funky bow. So this bow is going to have tails that go up and down. So it's not a one-directional bow, and that's a lot of fun. So my first loop comes in at 8 inches, and I'm going to have that loop go up. Now, I'm coming over here, and I'm going to make my left loop side at 6.5 inches. And I'm going to twist it, and we're going to do that on both sides. We got a great base started here. And I like my tails at 8 inches for most funky bows. You guys, I have been doing bows on the Easy Bow Maker here online for 4, 5, 6 years already. This is a device I've used since the 90s, a long time, and it works really great to hold your bow, but it doesn't make bows for you. You still have to come in and put the designs together. So I hope that these type of videos help you learn to layer up your ribbons. So I started here with a 2.5 wide on the back, and now I'm gonna start to layer it up. Now I want a really soft feminine look with this, so I am gonna use a little bit of my darker purple, but not quite as much. And I do wanna bring in my plaid too. But if you notice, these are darker colors, so we wanna separate them with the lighter when we're laying this out. We also have to take into consideration the actual size of the ribbons. So once again, that's stuff I teach in design school, so it would help you learn to layer your piece as you're putting it all together. So I'm gonna put my next tail in and twist it. Isn't that great? And I'm gonna go ahead and make my loopies. My loopies. Don't feel loopy, but I wanna make them. All right, I'm gonna go in shorter now, and we are gonna go at 6 inches. So we were at 7, now we're gonna do the 6. And every time I pull that back, I've gotta hold it in the middle so nothing goes walking on me. But if you're new to making bows and you're like, Clee, you make it look so easy, just know I've made thousands of bows. I'm gonna have a head start. But I promise you, over time, you're gonna be able to do it too. You can do it. And even if you're not a wreath maker, bow making can just add so much to different things. Of course, the holidays are a natural fit with bow making, but anytime you're doing gift giving or you want to embellish something you have in your home, doing a nice little sweet bow on it is just a great way to kind of up the look of it a little. So I'm dovetailing those. That means I'm cutting this little V in each section. And you can see here, I'm going to fluff out this ribbon really pretty. And I'm layering it out, and my tails work opposite each other here. See how they're opposite? That's what we want going on. Okay, so pretty so far. Now, let's add some softness back in. And I am going to bring in my lavender again. And we're going to pop another little layer in of lavender. And not only do we can stagger our loop sizes, but we can stagger our tails. And I just always am talking, I really ad nauseam about depth and dimension. And not only do we need that in our wreath making, but we need it. We need it in our bow making. It's super important. So you can see here I'm layering them up too. Because it's a little shorter. It's so cute. Take and scrunch that, and now I'm going to trim this side. You can see I'm layering in my tail links and my loop links. So I get that nice variation. And I brought a little of the softness back in right here. Okay, this is looking good. Now, let's get the drama back going. Let's bring in that darker purple. Ooh, it's so rich and gorgeous. We want to put this one in next. Let's put in the dark purple. Ooh, juicy. This ribbon is so pretty because it's got this gorgeous sheen to it. which, oh yes, I love that. And I'm going to take this one and we're going to keep that tail nice and short, and we're going to mix this puppy in the next layer. We're going to build it right up. And we're going to do one on either side of the light purple. So we're going to actually do 2 per side here. See how we're going to just pop that in? Isn't that fun drama? I love it. In design school, we're doing a whole series on roller coaster ribbon right now, which is something we like to bring in every year to revisit in the spring and talk about how to use ribbon to really create great depth and dimension. And here we're doing it today right now on a bow. And then what we're learning in class is how to create that dimension using the ribbon throughout the florals. And y'all, if you haven't seen yet, we'll be posting some of the finished projects, and I can't wait for you to see the ribbon movement. I mean, it's amazing. Now, our classic check always just brings us right back to just that classic vintage look. Like it's garden-y. It's got that cool spring feel we're looking for here. So we're going to pop just a little bit of this in. Do our last little piece. We'll keep that tail short, maybe a little bit longer. And now I'm going to come in with my final loop in the middle. So we kind of create almost a bow that functions like a flower. Not that it's symmetrical anyway, but it just got this precious little cute little look. And it's built up from that center popping out. I'm going to take and dovetail this one. And now we're going to do the hardest part, which is take this off of the bow maker. That sometimes is just the hardest part of it all. Take a cable tie. You can use that or a wire. And I'm going to run right beside my dowel, okay? And I'm going to bring it straight up. I'm kind of shifting it towards the middle while I'm doing that. I'm going to add a little pressure, but not all the pressure. Just enough to hold it. Okay, once I've done that, rotate this around the back and you're ready to start fluffing her up. Start to fluff her up, and what that means is I take each section of the bow and start to separate it into sections, so that way we can really enjoy each of the beautiful loops you have made. See how pretty they are? We've made all these great loops, we've layered our colors, and really told a story with this bow. Not only do we want to tell stories with our floral arrangements and our collections we create, but everything we make can tell a story, and it can invoke a feeling. And whenever you're able to do that, it just makes your work so beautiful, and it has depth in more ways than one. All right, since I've got it all nice and fluffed, I'm going to flip it over and we're going to add a wire to the back. In this case, I'm going to add a cable tie because I'm going to be putting this in a wreath when I'm all done. And if you want to know what wreath we're going to be using it and you want to see that project and how to make it, just ask for the link in the comments. And if you need the links to these ribbons, because you're one of our purple people, we have so many people who love purple. So if you've never made anything or are really played with the purple colors, the lavender's so popular. There's lots of, I call them purple people eaters. Not after the song, but these people love purple everywhere. They love to wear it. They love to decorate with it. So these purple people, you got to make something for them. Now it's up to you what color you want to put in the middle, but I'm going to come in with the lavender. So the lavender is just a nice, really pretty neutral, and I don't need a full piece, so I usually split it down the middle, and that way I can do a couple of different centers out of one section of ribbon. If it's a more narrow ribbon, then you're going to have to just go ahead and use it all, but in this case we'll be able to fold it on itself, and we're doing that to get a nice finished edge. So I just slid it off the table, and you can see we got a nice little strip here. And the idea is we're going to tie this strip right down the center to give this beautiful center, and once again that creates depth. And because we use this same color that was right here on that smaller loop, it really gives the impression that this is a very polished, finished, beautiful bow. Beautiful bow. I love this so far. So cute. So flip it around. We have to tie the knots in there. I'll go for 2 if I can get them. 2 just hand over hand knots. Just take and twist them over, and the knot is in. Trim off those tails. Yep. Look at this. Beautiful bow. All right, Bloomerinos, I'll see you next time. Y'all go have fun with flowers. Bye, everybody.